All right. I am Sean Wilshane. I'm the CEO of Community Solar Advisors USA. Today I've got here with me Scott Lehman. He is one of the future leaders and current leaders that we have out in Minnesota right now. And Scott, thanks for taking the time to kind of tell everybody your story.
Yeah,
And yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to hear where you've came from. And we hope this just helps other people make the right decision to come start working with us and make a good career shift over to something that is absolutely positive. And we're seeing great results from so many people. So Scott, how long have you been with Community Solar Advisors?
well, since November, actually, 21st was the first day, was the first sale that I had.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's really cool about you is I literally took you out and just showed you how to do two sales, and you just basically went off to the races on your own. And you're basically one of the easiest people to train and work with, essentially.
Well,
Um,
yeah, you kind of showed how easy it is, and then given the tools, I was able to kind of run with it.
Now, Scott, you did have a little bit of a sales experience before you did this, right? But you didn't have any door-to-door sales experience, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, so what was your sales experience that you had before this for, people that are watching this and they're like, "Oh, I've got sales experience. What is it going to be like working for this company?"
Sure. Yeah. I mean, my sales experience ties into working on the phones.
Yep,
Um, Sold auto parts. Also sold gold and silver over the phone as well. And then I've done a little bit with multi-level marketing as well.
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. And so a lot of that experience, you would definitely have to say it's probably helped give you an edge in this career. Now, you've definitely taken people with absolutely zero sales experience and they've had some great success with this. Could you tell me about some of the people you've trained over the last couple of months?
Sure. Yeah. My first trainee was Kevin, the guy. He came from a medical background, and I've made it. Was able to simplify the process and explain the program when we're at the door, that a customer can make a logical decision and make it at the door. And so, I found that if they understand what they're doing or signing up for, and it's very clear, 9 times out of 10, they're going to move forward with signing up for the program. And Kevin has just been awesome. And then also Mel is my newest trainee, and same thing, creating a simple process for the customer to understand that they make a logical decision at the door. And that's something that you've shown me just by giving them information and then give them the opportunity to sign up for this program.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I believe Kevin's big breakthrough and big paycheck came on his third week working with us. He had one day where he went out and got 10 sales in one day, and he made over $1,500 in one day. And he never had any sales experience before this. And the first week that Kevin worked, I'm pretty sure that he went out there and still made over $1,200 for the week, correct?
Yeah, I think it was like 8 sales or 9 sales. So yeah, he was just right at the cuff, around that $1,000 to $1,500 his first week. And
Yeah. That's one of the best parts about this, compared to a lot of other sales careers where it can take a little bit of time to catch on and get sales. Literally, the first full week working with our company, people are on average earning between $1,000 to $1,500, and then the second week and third week, we have people that $1,500 to $3,000 their second and their third week. You were one of those people that like your second or third week, you took off and you were making like over $2,000 consistently.
well, yeah, and the thing too, when I first started, I had a full-time job. I was working a warehouse job, 7 to 3. And then I was able to work at night, from, say 3 to 6, 3 to 7. And I was making more money doing this part-time than I was working full-time at my warehouse job. And it took me, I think I remember the day, it was like December 4th. So it was over 2 weeks after I started, I realized, shoot, I'm going to do this full-time. And I haven't looked back since, and it's been incredible.
Yeah, awesome. What has been your biggest weekly paycheck working with us?
Just 2 weeks ago, it was 37.50. And that would have took me, my old job, like 8 weeks or something to make that. You know, like
Crazy.
it's just unfathomable. And you know, I made that in the middle of January.
Yep.
You know, like it just
In Minnesota.
in
Yeah.
Minnesota, like it's just crazy.
Yeah.
And this whole
And that was
circus.
just for a week, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's just
Yep.
1 week. Right. Yeah. So that
Yeah.
was yeah. And you know, the other thing too, just the opportunity just to be able to save money. Like it's just been such a blessing, you know, just to be able to save money and actually not feel like I need to spend it, you know. So it's been awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And so that's one of the things, about, working with our company is it doesn't matter how long you've been with us. If you're producing results and you're showing leadership potential and leadership qualities, which includes serving other people and absolutely going above and beyond, going out there and getting the sales and working without someone having to, talk to you and call you every day. We gave you that opportunity to start going and training people right away. Have you seen that typically at other companies, or are we kind of different in that sense?
No, yeah, this is not normal for, you know, especially with the opportunity to bring people on and train them, but also earn that residual income because, you know, done right and giving them the right tools that, you know, I've seen some residuals on a weekly basis upwards of 500 to $1,000. You know what I mean? And it's just been awesome. But it's all, you know, the really cool part about it is to see the team members grow as well and to see them flourish in their in this opportunity as well. So it's really rewarding when you bring people on and you're able to train them and then you see them making those $2,000-3,000 checks. It's incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. And so for whatever, some people that may have this be the first time they're watching a video about community solar advisors, what it is that we do is we just go out and find customers for solar developers in different states where community solar legislation has been passed. And we're just helping people opt into a local solar field and get credits on their electrical bill and then pay a cheaper bill each month. It's an extremely awesome opportunity for anybody that gets involved with it. And we're expanding currently in Minnesota, New York, Maine, Illinois, and multiple other states throughout the United States. So thanks for taking the time with me here, Scott. I really appreciate the hard work that you've been doing, and it's just been an absolute privilege to work with you.
Well, thank you for the opportunity. And two, I can just add to what you just said. You know, this opportunity is really unique. We're at the, I would say, the tip of the iceberg on what community shared solar is for the nationwide. You know, and if anybody has any ounce of, you know, go get them in them, you can sell a free program.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's what I
absolutely.
love about this, and it's free and you save money. So it's just, and that's, you know, anything more than that, you know, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, appreciate your time tonight, and thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Sean. Take care, and yeah,